Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science, solve real life problems in general mathematics, and learn how these subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road of knowledge with a smile. Our lesson is about understanding general annuity, managing unequal payment, and compounding periods. This is Quarter 4, Numbers and Algebra, Lesson Roman numeral number 2.1. The intended learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to A. Define and explain the concept of a general annuity. Letter B. Differentiate between the simple annuity and general annuity. Letter C. Compute the future value and present value of a general annuity using appropriate formulas. Letter D. Analyze real-life situations that involve general annuities, such as loans, investments, and insurance payments. Letter E. Apply mathematical reasoning in solving word problems involving unequal payment and compounding periods. Introduction to general annuity. An annuity refers to a series of equal payments made at regular intervals over a certain period of time. In a simple annuity, the payment period coincides exactly with the compounding period. However, in many real-life situations, such as monthly payments, compounded quarterly, or semi-annual deposits compounded annually, these periods do not match. This type of situation is known as a general annuity. A general annuity occurs when the payment interval and the compounding interval are not the same. Understanding how to calculate and manage this type of annuity is essential for handling financial matters involving loans, investments, or retirement plans. Difference between simple and general annuity. A simple annuity assumes that the payment period and the compounding period are equal. For instance, monthly payments with monthly compounding represent a simple annuity. A general annuity, on the other hand, involves unequal periods. For example, payments may be made monthly while interest is compounded quarterly. This mismatch requires conversion of interest rates and periods before computations can be made. So on the table, you'll see the two types of annuity that we are dealing with in this lesson: simple and general annuity. As you can see, the payment period and the compounding period for simple annuity, they are equal. And for the general annuity, they are the general annuity, the payment period is unequal with the compounding period. So for example, for a simple annuity, monthly payments with monthly compounding. So that is a simple annuity. Monthly payments with quarterly compounding. And that is an example of general annuity. Converting interest rates and periods. In solving problems involving general annuities, it is important to make the payment and compounding period consistent. To do this, convert the nominal interest rate to an equivalent rate per period to an equivalent rate per payment period or per compounding period. Adjust the number of periods accordingly to ensure that both rates and time intervals align. For example, if payments are made monthly but interest is compounded quarterly, we need to find an equivalent monthly rate to make the computations possible. Formulas used in general annuity calculations. To compute for the future value F and present value P of general annuity, the same basic annuity formulas are used but with adjusted rates and periods. The future value of ordinary annuity F is equal to R times 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 all over I. The present value of an ordinary annuity P is equals to R times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I, where R is a regular payment, I is the interest rate per payment period, the adjusted one, and N is the total number of payments. Applications of general annuity in real life. General annuities are commonly used in various financial settings, including Loans. When a borrower makes monthly payment, but the bank compounds interest quarterly. In investments, when investors contribute to a fund at intervals that differ from the compounding frequency. Insurance and pension plans. Payments or benefits often occur on schedules not aligned with compounding dates. Understanding how to manage these differences helps individuals make informed financial decisions and accurately project the future or present value of their money. Key takeaway: a general annuity plays a vital role in understanding real-world financial transactions where payments and interests do not coincide. Mastering this concept enables learners to handle complex computations involving unequal periods, allowing for better financial literacy and decision making. Practice problems for our quarter 4 numbers and algebra lesson Roman numeral number 2.1. Understanding general annuity, managing unequal payment and compounding periods. The symbols that we are going to use: R is a regular payment. I is the nominal annual interest rate. M is the compounding frequency per year. P is the payment frequency per year. J is the periodic rate per payment period. And N is the total number of payments. Our T is the time in years. F is the future value, the accumulated value. Our P is the present value, or for loan or investment principal. A company deposits 50,000 pesos every 8 months into an account that earns 6% compounded quarterly. Determine the future value of the annuity after 6 years. So we are given 50,000. The payment frequency P, it is every 6 months. So 12 divided by 6 is equal to 1.5 payments per year. And our I is 6%. It is 0.06. Then our compounded quarterly M is equal to 4. And then T now is equal to 6 years. We are required to determine the future value F. We will have the next part of our quarter 4 numbers and algebra lesson Roman numeral number 2.1.